All right, back with you tonight on In Focus. Let's turn to this now. The economic freedom fighters would like to name historic institutions after prominent freedom fighters who play key roles in the liberation struggle. Their latest motion submitted to the Eastern Cape legislature proposes renaming Rhodes University after anti-apartheid activist Steve Biko. Ntsiki Nohiya has more from Makhanda.
The EFF's Eastern Cape chairperson Lindile Vena says that as early as 2020, the party began advocating for the removal of names and statues that symbolize oppression and colonialism and replace them with those of Liberation War heroes. A follow-up motion was submitted on the 10th of September to rename Rhodes University after Steve Biko.
In line with that motion, let's make sure that we change Rhodes University, and that is what we are pushing for. And we have said the House must write to the relevant and follow the processes so that this university is changed and be named after Steve Biko, who have contributed in this new South Africa. He has made sure that we fight for this new South Africa. So we want this new South Africa to reflect the journey that we have traveled.
Professor Owen Skay from Rhodes University's Business School says based on the country's unpleasant history, some may struggle to accept change. He therefore calls for inclusive discussions on the proposal.
Colonel Graham, who Grahamstown is named after, was not a very nice person at all. In fact, at the time that he was in charge of the city, he was a very brutal man, did a lot of injustices. We're getting other name changes, Kamani, Onse. But what we've discovered through all of this process is that it's a change management. And there will always be some people who resist the change, the others who are very much in favor of it. And so one must acknowledge that when you go through any change management process, one has to ensure that it's inclusive, it's participatory, and all voices must be heard.
Although one of the university's buildings has already been renamed after Steve Biko and other struggle heroes, students have mixed opinions on the proposed name change. Some feel there are more pressing issues than renaming the institution.
I don't find any problems in changing the name. Yeah.
They can change it?
Yeah, it's fine.
But in those apartments, so change.
The university says it follows the guidance of its council, and for now, the name Rhodes University will remain unchanged. Meanwhile, the committee responsible for the name change discussions in the province has confirmed that it has received a submission from a Springboks fan proposing to rename Cape Road in Gqeberha after Siya Kolisi and another street after Rasi Erasmus. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ntsiki Nohiya in Makhanda in the Eastern Cape.